Okay. So I think only Manoj and Manikanta is absent. I think Manikanta and Manoj. Okay, all others have come. Okay, Reddy Sai is anyways not coming. Right. So I think we have. I told you till. Where did I tell you? Last example was. I think I told you sun rays, right? Sun rays I told, and after that also I told you one example, Switzerland example. That okay, art is artwork. Okay, so those two examples I told. Okay, so now what I'll do is see. I will tell you some more filters. See, we have more important filters here. So let us see what are those filters. See, we have a filter that is liquify. Okay. Okay. We have a filter that is liquify. So what is liquify filter? We will see what is liquify filter now. And also I will tell you after liquify, I will tell you about the displace filter, and we will also be seeing examples. Right. So what I will do is, like always, I am going to just select the Shah Rukh Khan space. So how I will select? Everybody can see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right, good. So now I will cut and paste. Okay, cut and paste. How cut and paste? Control X cut, Control Shift V. So somebody has come. Who is that? Shaker. Okay. Okay. So now I will tell you about this liquify filter. Liquify. See, we can do some things like caricatures using liquify filter. So what are caricatures? So what are caricatures? I will show you what are caricatures. Okay, just a minute. Hello. Okay. See, these are caricatures. See, means like funny images. See, funny images means we take an image of some celebrity. Okay, some celebrity means what? Some popular person. Okay, and then we make it like look like this. See, Donald Trump, Obama, and we also have Indian caricatures. Let me show you this. See, okay, see, like these things. I think see, you know who is he? Anybody can recognize who is he? Nobody can recognize him?
Kapil Dev.
Kapil Dev.
Kapil Dev maybe.
Yes. And who is he?
Dhoni.
Okay. So like this we can create some funny images like these are called caricatures. So let us see how we can do. So that is why I have taken the image of Shah Rukh Khan, because Shah Rukh Khan is a popular is a famous person. So you can take your own photo also, no problem, but you are not popular, right? So that is why I am taking this Shah Rukh Khan's image. Okay, so let us see how we can do the caricature now. So just see, go to the filter, and then here we have an option liquify. filter liquify. See, the moment you open this liquify window, see we have plenty of options. A lot of options are there. See, right side we have this eyes, nose, mouth, face shape. So many things are there. Right side. Left side also we have some options. Okay, so I'm not going to explain each and every option because you can understand them quite easily. So we will see some of the main options and how to actually create a caricature using these options. So that is what we are going to do right now. Okay, right. See, on the right side we have this option. See, eye size. See, can you see the how his eyes are changing? Okay, see, you can see how his eyes are changing. Eye height. See here. See, you can change his eye height, eye width. But remember, see, this filter is going to work only if you have a high configuration system. Understand this, okay? If you are having a very low configuration system, something like a 4 GB RAM or like that, so this filter will not work properly. So that is why make sure that you always use some high configuration system. Okay, see here, can you see how his nose are changing? Okay, so actually the options on the right side are not so interesting. Okay, because they don't affect the image that much compared to the left side options. Okay, so I will also show you the left side options, and by using the left side options we are actually going to do a caricature. Okay, see, mouth width of the mouth. So you can see something like upper lip, forehead. See, so you know what is forehead now. See, chin height, jawline. See, now the Shah Rukh Khan's face is a little bit different. See, you can change the face width. So many things you can do, and if you don't like the changes, what you can do? You can click on this reset button. So the moment you hit the reset button, everything returns back to its original state. Okay, right. Now we will see the left side options. Left side options. See, the first one is forward up, and I am not going to tell you each and everything here. We will see some of the main options with which we can actually create a caricature. Okay, so the first one is forward warp. So we will see mostly we are going to use forward warp, pucker tool and bloat tool. So with just these three options we can actually get the look of a caricature. Okay, right. So let me actually use a forward warp first. See, here, see how we are affecting this. See, see how we are affecting this face. Okay, and also you can actually reduce his breast size. See, but make sure that the face looks like Shah Rukh Khan. If you use these things too much now, it looks like some alien. Okay, so that is why make sure that his face looks like a Shah Rukh Khan. And then we'll now see the bloat tool. See, bloat. See here. See here. See, I can use this bloat tool. Okay, and then we can use pucker tool. See, what is pucker? See here. So you can see now he is looking like a cartoon, like a caricature. See you. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
You can actually make his nose a little bit big. See now it's looking like a caricature. Okay, and you can make his eyes a little bit big. You can also use this one. Okay, see this one to change his eyes. See, means you can use a combination of both left side options and right side options. But only thing is, see, he should look like Shah Rukh Khan. That is our goal. Make sure that he does look like Shah Rukh Khan. Okay. Actually, I will make his eyes a little bit big. Okay, now I think a little bit too much it is. Okay, and we'll use okay. So see here, and then we will just use the blow tool. See, just look at his nose here. Okay, right. So now what he'll do is, see, now what he'll do is, I will actually make him look more like a cartoon. Okay. So how we can do that? Okay. So now see, just click OK. Okay. So now we got his. Now we have transformed his face like some cartoonish face. So now what we'll do is here. I am going to apply other filters such as artistic filters. Okay, are you getting my point? I think last class I showed you some artistic filters. Do you remember? Any of you, do you remember that? Artistic filters. Any of you remember that artistic filters? So before using the artistic filters, make sure that the foreground and background color are black and white. Okay, and then go to filters, and then I am going to go to this filter gallery. Okay, so just go to the filter gallery, and then see here we have some filters. This filter is poster edges. See, we can use this filter, and then see, you can actually try to see, if you increase the posterization, it doesn't look like a cartoon. So what we'll do, we will reduce the posterization. See, now it looks like some cartoon. And then we can also try to increase the edge intensity or reduce it. Okay, so we are going to create edges now. See here, I am going to create edges on the Shah Rukh Khan and make him look more cartoonish. Okay, see how I am going to do. So remember, I have applied this poster edges. You can also try other things like cutout, fresco. Okay, see, fresco you can use, but actually for this example, the best filter is poster edges. Okay, poster edges looks more cartoonish. Okay, and then just click OK. Right. So now see last class I told you something like that Michael Jackson example. Everybody remember that Michael Jackson example?
Yes,
See, what I did with that Michael Jackson, I created the light streaks. All of you remember light streaks, right? Light streak.
sir.
See that light. I'm going to use that light streak method on this Shah Rukh Khan. Means I'm not going to create light streaks, but I'm going to use that path. I'm going to draw a path around the on mouth, on nose, and on wherever we have folds on those areas, and then I'm going to convert the path to a brushstroke. Okay, I think you all know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me show you. So first I am going to take a new layer, and then I am going to use the pen tool, and then see what I am going to do. We'll select brush. We'll use first normal brush. Okay, we'll use a hard round brush. See, I have taken a hard round brush. Okay, so just okay, so we can actually make it a little bit, see, okay, a little bit big. Okay, okay, this is the correct. So now what I will do is I am going to trace the outlines of his mouth, nose, and wherever we can see some lines. Okay, and then I am going to replace those lines with a brush stroke. Okay, so let us see how we can do that. And what is the thing, next thing, brush settings, and we can also use the shape dynamics, and here we will use pen pressure. All of you remember this, right? Shape dynamics, pen pressure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now see. So I am going to use a pen tool. For I am going to start with his mouth. See, I have created a path in a new layer. Okay. Right, and then now what I will do, now I am going to see, I am going to select the pen tool, right click, stroke path. Okay, and see, do this in new layer. Don't do it in same layer. That is very important. And then select the brush, and you have to turn on this option, simulate pressure, and then click OK. See, we got something like this. If you don't want it to be too thick, now what I'll do is I am going to reduce the brush stroke. Okay, just make it okay, make it something like this. Okay, and then stroke path. Okay, now it is a little bit thin. Now we will just open a paths. Where is paths? And then simply right click, delete path. Okay, so we got some small lining. Okay, just a small line. So we'll create similar linings. Okay, in many other areas. Okay. And then just simply delete. And here also. See here. Can you see those lines, everybody? Okay. We'll just create some more lines. Delete path. So here also. So just some more places, that's it. Okay, just if you will finish it off by creating near his nose. Okay, and then just on his forehead. Right. So see here. So once you have created these lines in this way, see, then what I will do is, see, I am going to create a common layer. Okay, now I will create a common layer. So how to create a common layer? Anybody can tell? Without merging these two layers, I am going to create a common layer.
Control Alt Shift E.
Very good. Control Alt Shift E. Okay. So now I have taken a common layer. So now what we are going to do is, see, to make it more cartoonish, we are going to apply a blend mode here. So we can apply a blend mode here. See, this is very important. Control and click on the thumbnail. Control and click on the thumbnail, so that you can see a selection around this Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, you can now see a selection around Shah Rukh Khan. So now what you do, just take a new layer. See, take a new layer, and we will pick a skin color. We'll pick a skin texture. So how we can pick a skin texture? So see here, I think we can pick something like this. Okay, so it is somewhere over here. Okay, make it a little bit, you can say little bit, okay, creamish color. Okay, little bit creamish color, right? And then Alt and backspace. Okay, and then I will use a blend mode. So which blend mode we'll use? We'll use let us see which blend mode will be more cartoonish. Okay, multiply is not so interesting. You can go for color burn, but which one is interesting? Okay, overlay is good. Soft light is very nice. See, soft light blend mode is perfect. So I am going to stick to this soft light. Okay, soft light blend mode. And then again I will take a common layer. So Control Alt to Shift to E. Wait a minute. Control Alt Shift to E. Okay, so one more common layer I have taken. Okay, so now what you'll do is, see, so we'll do we will actually just fine tune this. Just say I am going to give some reddish color to his lips. Okay, so I will give some reddish color to his lips. So how I can give? See here, just will select his lips. See, I'll take a pen tool. Exactly select his lips. Okay, exactly select his lips area. Okay, now just take a new layer, Control Enter, and then we can give a little bit feather. Don't give too much feather. Okay, just give small amount of feather, and then I'm going to just take which color? You can take okay, reddish color. Alt and oh shit, what happened here? Okay, so now we will use a blend mode. Which blend mode we'll use? We can use multiply. Okay, but it should not be this much red. Okay, we can actually reduce its red color. Okay, something like this, or we can do more interesting things. We can double click on this and see, we can control these options. See, what are these options? We can actually, if you move this slider, see here, if you move this slider, see, we can see some coloring there. See, we can see some bright areas coming back. Okay, so how you can do this? Here you can actually break this button. This button actually indicates what is this, what this slider is saying is, see, the bottom layer, the layer below this lips layer is this caricature layer. Okay, so from the caricature layer we want to take the bright areas. Okay, means for this lips layer, this lips layer is going to get some bright areas from the bottom layer, which is this caricature layer. So understand this. If you have some doubts, once again we are going to cover this option in photo retouching. So just right now you just understand this. Okay, but if you just normally move the slider to the left, see, it is affecting the bright areas. The bright areas of the underlying layer are affecting the top layer. So what you can do is, you can break this button. So how to break the button? Alt and just drag this. See, now can you see the change? See, can you see the change? Now it is not, it is mild. Okay, so something like this. Okay, and then I am going to just reduce the opacity a little bit so that it is not too dark. Okay, so something like this, right? And once again, for the one last time, I am going to take a common layer, Control Alt Shift to E, like this. Okay, so something like this. And to finish it off, see, we can actually apply the filter for the second time. So how we can apply the filter for the second time? See, we can go to the filter and then we can go, not liquify filter, liquify is completed. We can apply this filter gallery. We can go through the filter gallery and we can actually apply the same poster edges filter for the second time. Okay, see, you can apply it for the second time like this and make it more cartoonish if you want. Okay, or you can also try with other things, but other things are not so interesting actually. Okay, okay, but let us not apply it. Let us stick to this right now. One last thing what I am going to do is, see, I am going to create one background to this. I will create one background. So how I am going to create a background? See, just take a new layer, just keep it below this layer. Okay, and then I will just create some rock background. Okay, so let me take a rock background. So where we can find a rock background? Okay, we can use this one also if you want. This is also looking like a rock, but let me type. See, here we have a rock background. Okay, see, and then see, we can actually rotate it like this. Okay, see, now the only thing is, see, we can actually instead of keeping the keeping the background in this way, what I will do is see, I can make this background look like a vignette. So you all know what is vignette? Anybody knows vignette? I think I told you in one of the classes, I think. Anybody know what is vignette? Let me show you what is vignette. Nobody knows? I think I told you, right? See, this is vignette. See, this type of backgrounds. This type of backgrounds are called vignettes. Did I tell you this? Did I tell you about this, or did I not tell you?
No, sir.
Okay, so just remember this. Okay, see, this type of backgrounds are called vignettes. So I will make the now. What I will do is I will make our background look like a vignette. Okay, so how I will do is, see here. I will just take one more layer. I will just keep it below this active layer. I will give black color to this. Alt and backspace. Okay, and then what I will do is I am going to apply a mask to this. Okay, I will apply a idle mask. See, I have applied a idle mask to this, and then what I will do, I will take a brush and I will use a soft rounded brush. Okay, and then I will just select the, see, understood everybody? See, now we got a vignette kind of look.
Yes, sir.
Like this. Okay. So something like this. And then I will take once again I will take a common layer, Control Alt Shift to E. Okay, and then what I will do is, see, I will just give some text to this. Just you will type as Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, Shah Rukh Khan. So we can actually make it a little bit stylish. We'll give it a, we'll give some layer styles to this. Okay. Okay, we'll give some drop shadow to this. Okay, and then to finish it off, I think we will give some different font to this. I don't like this Arial, so we can give something like a some curvature font will give. Okay, so okay, this is nice. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Sir.
Okay, then finally you can do one thing. You can just simply save this as a JPG file. Just simply save it as JPG file. Just take a JPG copy and then you can say Shah Rukh caricature. Okay, and then we can save this. Okay, so simply see, this is our final file, right? See, I will give you one assignment. Let us see who will do this. See, the assignment is I want you to create a Prabhas Bahubali. So I think all of you have seen Bahubali film, right?
Yes, sir.
So I want you to take the Bahubali pic of Prabhas and I want you to make it as a caricature. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. I am coming in 2 minutes. Please be online. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir. Srikanth. Halo, Srikanth. अरे Inada.
అరే రే
Mama, ini చూడలేదయ్యా.
All right. Okay. Just sorry, just I went outside. Okay. Okay.
No problem, sir.
Right. Okay. Now, okay. See, so this is caricature. See, I am going to show you one more example using the liquify filter. Okay, that is dispersion effect. Okay. So let us see how we can do the dispersion effect. So I think I will give you one screen notes. Okay, and you please take the screenshot. Let me. So I think somewhere it is 1 minute. Okay, so see here, all of you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, just take a screenshot of this.
Taken, sir.
Okay, right. Right. So now what I will do is I will take a image of so first thing is I am going to remove the background. Okay, and actually you can work on the original or you can take a duplicate, but actually here we don't need original or duplicate, so we'll just actually what we'll do, we will just remove the background. Okay, just remove the background. See, everybody knows about magic eraser, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we can just use magic eraser and just remove these things. Okay, so now see what you have to do is to apply to create the dispersion effect. Okay, see what is dispersion actually. So first I will show you what is dispersion. See, we are going to try to do this something like this. This is called dispersion effect. Okay, dispersion, right? Okay, so to do this dispersion effect, so what is the procedure? So we will be using liquify filter. So we have to take a duplicate of this layer, okay, Control J. Okay, everybody remembers Control J, right? So take a duplicate, okay, and the thing is, see, we have to apply liquify filter to the bottom layer. Remember this. Somebody has come. Who is that? Okay, Anjanaya. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay. So I am going to apply liquify filter to the bottom layer, and to the top layer I am going to apply reveal all mask. Okay, so let us see. So see, I have selected the bottom layer, and then now I will go to the filter, and then I will select the liquify option, filter liquify. Just select the filter liquify. And once you are in liquify, see here, I will not use any of these options. I will only use one option here, that is forward warp. Okay, that is forward warp. So just this option I am going to use, forward warp. And then what I will do, I am going to stretch the side part of this image. Okay, side part of this girl, lady, just like this. Are you able to understand, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just you have to stretch like this. Right. So once we have stretched it like this, now what do you have to do? Just click OK. See, we got it. OK. So means, see, the bottom layer is now looks like this. And now the top layer, for the top layer what you will do is, I am going to apply a normal mask. See, normal mask. This is the reveal all mask. And for the bottom layer I will apply hide all mask. So Alt and click. Just understand this, okay? For bottom layer hide all mask, top layer reveal all mask. Okay. Now what do you do?
Sir, reveal all mask is shortcut.
Reveal all, no shortcut. Just you have to click on this mask icon. That's it. Hide all only you have to use. You have to hold Alt and click on the mask icon. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, one more thing I want to tell you. See, to see the dispersion effect, you need to have a dispersion brush. You can use normal brush. It's okay if you can use the default brushes available in Photoshop. But if you want a good result, actually, if you want to get the good output, you better use dispersion brush. Where you can get dispersion brush? Okay. So you can go to this website. Which one? Anybody can tell which website? Anybody can guess the website?
Brusheasy.com.
Very good. Brusheasy.com. Okay, go to this website and simply click on this dispersion. Okay, just click on the dispersion. See here. So here you can get plenty of dispersion brushes, different type of dispersion brushes you can get, and you can download it. So these are all free brushes. Okay, I have already downloaded, but just I will tell you the procedure. Okay, see, just simply you have to click on this free download. Just you have to click on this free download. And once this brush is gets downloaded now, what you have to do? So you can actually copy this and then you can put it in your system folder of Photoshop, but actually instead of system folder you can put it on a desktop also, no problem. You can extract here also, no problem. Okay, but the way how to get this brush in Photoshop, anybody can tell? See, just you have to select the brush and then here we have an option import brushes. See, remember this, import brushes, and we have to go to the desktop, and here we have our dispersion brushes. Are you able to understand, everyone?
Sir.
Okay, so I think I already told you this. Okay, how to import brushes. Okay, so see now, yes, so now we have this dispersion brush, and see, these brushes are all freely available. But let me tell you, in case you don't want to use dispersion brushes, or in case you are not able to download brushes from internet, you can convert your normal regular brush of Photoshop into a dispersion brush by using the brush settings. You have to change lot of settings. I think I told you about brush settings, right? In brush settings we have that size jitter, angle jitter, okay, and the roundness jitter, all those settings you have.
Can you show again, sir?
Huh?
Can you show again, sir?
What again? What again?
How to
See, these options here means see, these options, you don't remember these things? Size jitter, scattering, I think you all remember these things, right?
Yes, sir.
So these, just you have to change these values, okay, and you will get something like something similar to dispersion brush, not exactly like dispersion brush, but something similar to dispersion brush. Check these options again, you will know by yourself. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay, now see, once we got this dispersion brush, what we can do here, the first important thing is, see, we have to remove the side part here. Okay, side part of this reveal all layer, top layer. Okay, so I have selected the thumbnail of the top layer, and then I have selected this dispersion brush. See, just select only dispersion brush, remember. Okay, don't select the other brushes. Okay, or try to change the other brushes to dispersion brush, that is the thing. Okay, now which color we have to use? Black. See, just remove the side part like this, and you can also try to change the size. See, you have to get something like this. Many people forget to do this actually. Forget to do this step. But this is very important actually. Okay, you should get something like this. Then you have to select this bottom layer, that is the liquify layer. Okay, you have to select this liquify layer, and then we have to use which color? White. And make sure, okay, and make sure that, see, the flow and opacity values are 100% here. Okay, this is very important. Okay, now we will just simply start painting like this. You can also try to increase and decrease the brush size. Some places you can increase, some places you can decrease. So you can do the combination like this. Okay. And then one more thing we have to do is, see, just we can give some slight motion blur to this. Okay, so we can give some slight motion blur. How? See here, just select the thumbnail, this mask thumbnail, go to the filter, and then we have blur. See, go to filter, blur, and then here we have motion blur. Okay, but you have to give very small value, don't give it a very big value. Okay, so just a small value of blur you have to give. And then we can do the same thing for the bottom layer, for the liquify layer. Select this thumbnail, go to the filter, blur, motion blur. Okay, but very small value it should be, because we don't want the blur to disappear. Okay, so maximum 3 is better. Okay, and then you can make it more interesting. What you can do is, see here, actually we can paint in black color also. Okay, see, just make it more okay, see, something like this. So you can do something, and then finally you can take a new layer, and then you can just put the background, see, like this. Okay, is it clear, all of you?
Yes,
sir.
Right. So this is dispersion, and this is the second example with using this liquify filter, right? Okay. So now we will see one more filter. So that is displace filter. Okay. So we have seen liquify filter. Now we will next see the displace filter. What we can do using displace filter. So I think I will use the same image. Okay. We will use the same image. Just okay. And see, we can do some things like tattoos. Okay, so you can put a tattoo on a image, on a person, or okay, generally tattoos are on persons only. Okay, 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 so something like that. And also, see, if you want to put a label on a cloth, on a fabric. Okay, label on a cloth means, see, for example, if you want to put some text on a flag or cloth, so how it will be? Means it will get adjusted to the folds of the cloth, right? It will get adjusted, or it will be sticking to the folds of the cloth properly. So that kind of effect we can create. Okay, so for this also I have prepared notes. You can take a screenshot of this. Okay, just let me okay, 1 minute. There's too many points. Okay, all of you take a screenshot of this. Okay, have you all taken screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Taken, sir.
Right. So now we will see how we can create how we can place a tattoo on this girl. Right. So what I will do, see, just like always, we'll actually remove the background. Okay, I'll remove this. And then see, I'm going to take a duplicate of this. Control J. Same. These are the same steps that we are repeating. Okay, and then I will turn the top layer into black and white. Okay, I will convert the top layer to black and white. So how I will convert? How to convert image to black and white? Anybody can tell?
Control plus shift plus.
Control plus shift plus U.
Very good. Okay, Control Shift U to convert an image to black and white. Okay, now that the image is converted to black and white, okay, so now what we will do is we are going to apply contrast to this image. Contrast. So what do you mean by contrast? Contrast means the bright areas of the image are going to be more bright, the dark areas of the image are going to be more dark. Bright areas more bright, dark areas more dark. Okay, that is called contrast. Okay, so to apply contrast to the image, we have to use something called adjustment. See, after filters we are going to start adjustments. Okay, so so adjustments are all about applying colors, on changing the darkness or brightness and lightness of the image. All those options we are going to learn in detail when we are going to start adjustments. But for this example we will be using one adjustment, that is levels. Okay, so where is that levels here? See, image, adjustments and levels. See, keyboard shortcut is Control plus L. Keyboard shortcut is Control L.
Control plus L.
Control L. See, the moment you apply levels adjustment, okay, see, you can see here input levels. Okay, see here. Here what we can understand in these levels, actually, see, this button denotes this button indicates that we are controlling bright areas. See, if I move this button to the left, see what happens. See, the image is becoming more dark, more bright. Okay, and if I move this button to the left, see, the image is becoming more dark, not left, right. Okay, so if I move this button to the right, this button represents shadows, this button represents highlights. Okay, so that is the thing. So you have to get something like this, because see, we are going to use a displace filter. And how this displace filter will work? This displace filter will identify the bright areas and dark areas of the image and adjust the tattoo on the surface of the skin in that way. Okay, it is going to adjust the tattoo on the surface of the skin by looking at the bright and dark areas of the image. Understand that? Okay, so now what we are going to do is, see, we can also control the midtones. See, this button indicates midtones. See, okay, so something you have to get image in this manner. Okay, so something like this, right? So once we are done with this, now the next step is we have to save this file. Okay, we have to save this file. This is very, very important. Okay, how to save the file? See here, file, save as, and I'm going to save it on desktop. Okay, I'm going to save it on desktop. And most important thing is you have to save it in PSD format only. Remember that you have to save it in PSD format only, not in JPG or any other format. So understand this. Okay, so just save it in PSD format, save. Okay, see here, this is a PSG file. Now what is the next step? So simply delete this file. Now just we have saved it, and now we will be using that file again along with the displace filter. Okay. Now the next step is I am going to get tattoos. So Control O. Let me find the tattoo. Okay. I think there is something called a color tattoo somewhere. Where it is? Okay, let me type it.
Download in Chrome, sir.
Huh?
Download from Chrome.
Download from Chroma. Actually, there is a one tattoo. Let me. There is one tattoo. Okay, here it is. Right. So once you got the tattoo. See, the first step we'll do is, let me adjust the tattoo properly. Okay. See here, I will just reduce the opacity. Okay, then what we'll do, see, we can use warp tool. See, everybody remember warp tool, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just select the warp tool and try to adjust it properly to her arm. Okay. Okay. Right. So once you have adjusted it, so what is the next step? See, our task is not completed. Okay. So what you have to do now is, see, now we are going to apply displace filter to this. Okay. So how we can apply displace filter? See here. So we have to go to filter. Okay. Distort. Okay. Displace. Okay. Filter. Distort, displace. Okay, and then this dialog box opens, and see, we can actually change these values in these boxes. Okay, we can put a lower value here, but but right now we'll stick to these values. Okay, we'll not change change these values. So let's just click here. Okay, and then let me browse to the file I have just now saved. Okay, so this is the file I have saved. Okay, understand everybody? So just the black and white file that I have saved just now, I am going to browse to that file and then open the file. See here, and observe what happens the moment I open this file. Just observe this tattoo. Okay, open. See, it has changed its position. Have you observed? See, it has changed its position because
Yes.
okay, and still our job is not completed. Okay, still we have something to do. So now what we'll do is, here I am going to apply multiply blend mode to this. Okay, and then I will apply a hide all mask also to this. Okay, I will apply a hide all mask. So how to apply hide all mask? Alt and click. So I have applied a hide all mask to this, and then now what we'll do, I am going to take a brush. I am going to take a soft rounded brush. Okay, just select the soft to rounded brush, and then see, we will be using which color? White color. Okay, just select this. And then what is the next thing we have to do? See, check soft rounded brush and make sure that the opacity and flow are all 100%, and we will paint on her arm. Okay, see here. and we will also okay, and then what you can do is, see in the end, just paint it carefully, and in the end we can just reduce the opacity a little bit. See, okay, see here. And if you want it to be more intense, one thing you can do is you can take a duplicate of this control J, see like this. See, so something like this, and you can make it a little bit more less. You can reduce its opacity a little bit. That's it. Okay. Now one more thing, what you'll do is, see, I am going to get one more tattoo. Huh? What happened? Hello, what happened? Some mic problem, huh?
Yes, Mike.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Okay. See, I am going to put one more tattoo on her face. See, just what I will do. See, I am going to select this image. See, I will just remove the background here. Okay. Okay. So just drag this one. See, whoever has a computer, please do the assignments. If not, it will be difficult for you again. There is no use of just attending the class and then going away, okay? Try to do assignments. Srikant Rao, are you listening? Srikant Rao.
Yes, sir.
Do you have computer?
No, sir.
No, sir.
You don't have computer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then what was your plan? See, anybody got the computer from our institute? From our institute, anybody got the computer?
No one, sir.
Nobody, na? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So please buy computer here, at least. Because if you wait till our institute opens now, by that time you will forget all the options, and you will also feel disinterested. You will also come to the class without any interest. So that is what I am telling you. Do some arrangement. Try to do some arrangements and get the PC. I am telling you again. Because if you don't practice for long, it will be difficult for you again. Okay. So now we have placed the tattoo here. Now what you'll do? So I'm going to apply displace filter to this tattoo. Okay. So go to the filter, distort, displace. See, this time I'm going to reduce the scale value here. Okay. Previously the scale value was 10, so let me keep it around 4. Okay. Okay, and then what I will do, just click OK, and then we will browse to the same this black and white photo. And observe this now. Observe this tattoo. What happens the moment I open? See here. Can you see the change?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See. So that is how we can actually make these tattoos stick to the surface of any person. Okay, and then just we can apply multiply if you want. Okay, it is not necessary, but you can apply multiply, and you can also reduce the opacity like this. So something like this. Okay, so this is how we place tattoos. See, I will tell you one more example with displace filter, but this one is not about tattoo. See, this is all about how we can place text on a fabric or on a cloth. Okay, so how to, and first we will see how we can apply filters to the text. Okay, so just I am going to close this. So let me open an image of course. Okay, before showing you this, let me actually tell you one thing. See here. See, if you want to apply filter to this text, see, you have to go to this filter, okay, and then you can apply any filter to this. Okay, let me actually make it a little bit different. So I will actually skew this. Okay, you know what is skew? See, just if you right click, you are going to get this option skew. So what is skew actually? So you can make it look like some italic. Okay, make it look like an italic text. And then I will take up one more duplicate of this, and for the bottom layer I am going to apply a filter. So which filter? Any filter. Okay, we'll apply a blur filter. We are going to apply a blur and motion blur. Okay, blur and motion blur. So see, the moment you apply filter to the text, see, you are getting some message here. You are going to see a message. So what is this message? So this message is, this type layer must be rasterized or converted to smart object before proceeding. If rasterized, this text will no longer be editable. See, you cannot directly apply filters to the text. Okay, the only way you can apply filter to the text is by converting the text to an image, that is rasterizing the text. Understood what I am saying? Only if you rasterize the text, or if you convert the text to a smart object, you will be in a position to apply filters to the text. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so see, so I told you about rasterize when I was telling you the text. You all have to recollect the text class which I told you all. Just recollect that. Okay, then simply click on this rasterize, and then see, just increase the distance. See here, see, I can create something like a Zoom or Fast and Furious, something like that. Not only this one, see, you can also see, just simply right click and rasterize, and then see, you can also apply some things like distort. See here, see here. So we can apply distort, many other filters, but the condition here is you can only apply filter to the text if you convert the text to a image or smart object. That is something you should keep in mind. Right, now let's get back to this example. See, I will type something called Dilshuk Nagar. We'll type Dilshuk Nagar. Okay, just reduce the size. Just keep it here. Okay, okay. So now what we'll do, See, we are going to just take a duplicate of this layer. So same like before, what we have done for the tattoo, we have taken a duplicate, converted it into black and white, applied contrast. Okay, we have done all those steps, right? So for this also we have to do all these steps. Okay, so what you'll do, Control J and then Control Shift U. Okay, Control Shift U means what? Convert to black and white. Okay, and then I am going to apply contrast to this. See here, see, I have applied contrast to this, and then what will do now? Tell me what will do. What is the next step we have to do? Anybody can tell? Save this file in PSD. Okay, file save as, and we will save it in PSD file. Okay, we will say black and white. If you want, you can put the name black and white. Okay, and most important thing is we have to save it in PSD. Okay, and then we can simply delete. And then what is the next thing we have to do? See, we have to apply text to apply filter to the text, you have to rasterize the text. Okay, so how we can rasterize the text? Simply right click and click the rasterize type, right? Okay, now what is the next step we can do? Just we have to go to filter, distort, displace, and okay, let me keep it to 6. Let me keep this horizontal and vertical scale to 6, and then simply click OK, and then browse to the this black and white, right? Select this, and then what you can do, just simply click open. See, can you see the change? Okay, so what you'll do is okay, we'll actually reduce the scale amount. Okay, it is too much actually, so I think we'll keep it 4. Okay, see how the text got attached to the surface. Okay, how the text got adjusted to the surface. So what we'll do is, so we'll just make it more interesting. See, I am going to reduce the fill here. See, always understand the difference between fill and opacity. Opacity means the overall visibility of the image. If you reduce the opacity, it means that you are completely making the image invisible. Okay, but what is the meaning of fill? Fill is different from opacity actually. Even though if you reduce the fill, it looks exactly same like opacity, but the meaning of fill is actually the inside color of the image. Okay, so even if you reduce the fill, the image is not invisible actually, means you can see the image. How? By applying layer styles. Just see the difference. See, I am going to apply layer styles to this. So I am going to apply something like a stroke. See here?
Stroke.
See here. Okay, see, we can give some different color to this. See? Able to understand? So something like as if we have stitched something. We have stitched this Dilsukh Nagar on a cloth. Understood what I am saying? See, like this. You can reduce opacity, you can give a different color to this. Okay, you can actually you can use pattern also if you want. See here, see, so a lot of combinations you can do, but we'll stick to the color. Okay, so color is better for us. In case you want some outer glow also, you can give outer glow. Okay, but for this example, I think see, you can give it like this. Right? Are you all able to understand how to use the display
Yes.
screen?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we have just some more filters. So okay, I'm just going to come in 2 minutes and we will continue with the remaining filters. Okay, just wait for
Yes, sir.
wait for 2 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Hello guys, did you all guys complete the camera raw? Actually, I am
See,
from 12 to 2 o'clock
See,
batch.
Camera is going to start now in shortly. Okay, don't worry.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
ఫ్యాన్ సౌండ్ అయింది అంత వస్తుంది.
అరే శ్రీకాంత్ పండుకున్నవారా? సార్ 2 minutes అని చెప్పి 5 minutes తీసుకుంటా.
Okay. Okay, all right, guys. Sorry, just I went to a washroom, okay? Sorry.
No problem.
No problem, sir.
Okay, right. Right. So we have seen displace filter. Now I am going to show you the something called camera raw. Okay. See, we'll just see the next important filter, that is camera raw. Okay. So see here, after filters, we are going to start adjustments. In adjustments, we are going to apply different colors, and we are going to increase the brightness, decrease the brightness, apply contrast. Okay. So we are going to do all those things, but all those options are available in a filter actually. Okay, all the options that we are going to use in adjustments, they are available in a filter which is called camera raw. Okay, are you getting my point? Okay.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So let us see how to apply a camera raw filter. Okay, see, I am going to just select this image. Just I am going to go to the filter, and then here we have camera raw filter. Okay, keyboard shortcut is Shift Control A. Okay, see here. See, the moment you open this camera raw, see what you can see. See here on the right side, you can see a number of options. Plenty of options are there, and some of these options we are going to cover in adjustments. Okay, some of these options, and apart from those are the options that we are going to cover in adjustments, there are some new options also here. Okay, so we will check some of the main options. See here, temperature. Okay, so what is temperature? So if you put thermometer in your mouth, what you will do, you will see the temperature, right? So see, if I increase the temperature, see, it is becoming more yellowish in color. See, the image is becoming more yellowish in color. Okay, and tint is like a color information. If you try to move this tint, see, you are going to see different colors. See, it is now we can see the different colors here. See, green, okay, and blue. So like this you can see different colors using the tint. And the next important thing is exposure. So what is exposure? Exposure means how much bright the image is actually. See, if you increase the exposure, the image becomes very bright. See, almost like it looks as if it is shot in some afternoon, mid-afternoon. Okay, like this. See, this is exposure. And then contrast. See, what is contrast? Contrast is, see, the bright areas are becoming more bright, dark areas become more dark. That is called contrast. Understand that? Okay, see, when I increase the contrast, so the bright spots are more bright, dark spots are more dark. And if I reduce the contrast, what happens? So it is the opposite. Bright becomes very light, dark becomes very light, like that. And then highlights. See, what are highlights? Anybody can tell what are highlights? Highlights are the bright areas. See, you can observe this. Highlights are the bright areas, and shadows are the dark areas. So if you want to brighten up the dark areas, that is shadows, you have to move this shadows slider, move this shadows button to the right. Or if you reduce it, see, the shadows become more dark. Okay, I don't have to tell you each and every option here. I will tell you some of the main options. For example, whites. So if white means, see, whiteness in the image is increasing. See, it is almost similar to the exposure. It is similar to exposure, but what it does is it increases the whiteness in the image, and blackness will increase the blackness in the image. If you reduce the blackness, see now image has become more blackish. And see, we have a lot of options like vibrance. Vibrance means you can apply some naturality to the image. See, you can make the image more brownish in color. Okay, and see this is the option. See, curve. So we are going to see this curve in adjustments in detail. But here just I want to tell you something. See here, when you scroll over this curve, when you scroll over this line, you can see one point here. The point is also moving. The point is also moving up and down on this curve. Okay, what you can do is just you can click on that point and then move it upwards. See, if you move it upwards, it becomes bright. If you move it downwards, it becomes dark, like that. So these are the things we are going to cover in detail in adjustments. Okay, and then I will not tell you everything here. See, one important thing I will tell you here. See, if you are using a Canon camera, okay, if you are using, especially whoever has some knowledge of photography, okay, whoever has knowledge of photography. See, if we take some photos, sometimes what happens is we are going to get lot of noise. Understand what I'm saying? We are going to get lot of noise. Means dots. We are going to get lot of dots. To remove those dots, we can use this camera raw filter. Understand that? See here we have options. Noise reduction. See, if I try to move it to the right, see, image is becoming very soft. All the noise that you see in the image is becoming soft. Means it is blurring out all the noise that is available in the noise that is present in the image. Everybody is getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So even if you have color noise, so it will actually blur out all the color noise. So this is actually very much important, useful for photographers. See, photographers, what they do is, after taking a photo, they try to do some editing in Photoshop. Previously, in older versions of Photoshop, this camera raw filter was not present. Now in the latest version, this camera raw filter was present. So what they used to do is, instead of using adjustments, directly they open the image in camera raw and they try to brighten the image, they try to remove the noise of the image, they try to sharpen the image. So all these settings are available here. So they do, instead of going to the adjustments, directly you can modify the image and make it look nice in camera raw filter, using camera raw filter. So everybody is getting my point, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are some of the important settings here. Reds, yellows. If you want to make the image more reddish, see reds, oranges, all these things are there. But I am not going to tell you each and everything here. See, I will tell you something interesting here. Okay, because anyways we are going to cover all these things again in adjustments. So let us do something interesting using camera raw. Okay, I am going to cancel this. Let me close this. See, we'll create something like a neon. I told you about neon glow, right? I told you about neon glow text.
Yes, sir.
In where did I tell you when I was telling you the text? But here we will do the same neon glow, but this time I am going to use camera raw filter, not by using the same, means we are going to use the layer styles, but we are also going to use camera raw here. Okay, see here. So what I am going to do is, see, first I will create a vignette. See, just now for that caricature example, I told you that vignette. I told you how to create a vignette. Okay, so what I am going to do is, see, I will apply the vignette for this image. How? By using camera raw. See here. So just come down here. See here, can you all see there is something called optics? Just, and you can see this option vignette. Just reduce this. Can you all see the change? See here vignette. Here in effects also we have this vignette option. See now. Can you all see that vignette look?
Yes, sir.
And then what is the next thing we'll do? See, I am going to reduce the, let me reduce the temperature also. So we can make it different temperature, and also we will also try to reduce our exposure. Let us see what happens. See, I am making it a little bit dark, and you can increase the contrast if you want. Okay, like this. See here. See, we got a vignette look now. Understood everyone? See, we got a vignette look, and then what I will do, simply I will create a neon glow. So we'll simply use, we'll say neon glow directly, and I will use which font I will use? I will use Calibri. Okay, we'll use Calibri. We'll use Calibri bold, and we'll use small letters. I think we'll use okay, this fort is better. We'll use fort. So this is actually a font that I have downloaded from internet. Okay. Okay, then I will simply make it, say I have applied white color, and what is the next thing we can do? Simply double click, and we will use 3 settings. What are those 3 settings? Anybody can tell? Inner glow, outer glow, and drop shadow. Okay, so see here, I will make it a little bit. Okay, we'll actually use pink color. Magenta color will be nice. Okay, and make sure that white, you can see the white, and then outer glow. Where is outer glow? Outer glow also we will just copy the same color, and we will use the same color here. Okay, and then we will use the drop shadow, same color. See here, see, you got the change. Okay, simply with this you got the change, and if you want to reduce it a little bit, you want to keep it. Okay, so now just what you'll do is just make it little bit big. Okay, and then you can make it more interesting just by taking a new layer, taking a brush, just apply the same pink color to this, and then we'll use color dots blending mode. See, I think I told you all these things at the time of that text. Okay, so we can reduce the flow. Okay, reduce the flow, and then see here, so something like this. And then if you want it to be more intense, you can take a duplicate of this thing, but we don't want it to be that much intense. Okay, and then we can make it more interesting by taking one more layer, and then what we'll do, we can
Color dots.
we can use color dots, or we can use screen also, no problem. Okay, see, screen also we can, but make sure that the flow is not too much like this. Okay, and to make it more interesting, see, we'll do one more thing. We will actually take a one more layer, and then see, I will use a ellipse tool here. I will use a ellipse, and then for ellipse we will use directly path. And then for path, what do you do? Control enter, and we can see, I told you how to apply the stroke to this, right? And edit stroke, take a new layer and stroke, and we'll apply a white color to this, and we'll make it 15. Okay, are you able to understand, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then we can simply use the same layer style to this circle also. How? Simply alt and drag the same filter. Okay, how to alt and drag? Alt and simply drag like this. See, you got the same look. And if you want the same lighting to this, what you have to do is just take a new layer, then color dots, then what you'll do, brush, and keep the flow value to a small value, and just we will use the same pink color. Okay, then we can see, I am try to reduce the okay, so something like this. And if you want more intensity, take a duplicate. See, now we do have more intensity, but we will reduce its value. See here. Okay, and then the last one more thing is, see, if you want to let me take one image of a let us say bulb. Okay, let me take an image of a bulb. Okay, we already have a bulb image. See, here we have a bulb image, right? So let me actually see, we only want the outline of the bulb, right? So just what I'll do, so I'm going to just see, I'm going to just take a just take a outline, okay, outline of this bulb, and then we can actually drag it here. Okay, so then what I'll do is, see, here we don't want any fill color, so I want only the stroke. So what I can do, I can reduce the fill here, and then I can just simply, I can do one thing, stroke. Okay, I can just take a stroke, and then we will use which color? White color. And then you can simply give it a white color to this, pure white color. Okay, and then you can do the same thing. We can actually use same the layer styles here. Okay, inner glow, outer glow, drop shadow. And for outer glow, for drop shadow, we have to use color dots. Okay, let us see whether we are getting. Are you all able to understand here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but one thing we'll do is, actually, let me remove all these things. Okay, here we have applied this glow to this, but actually we lost the stroke. Okay, but the problem here is, see, okay, I will tell you what is the problem. See, I want only the glow around. Okay, around. Okay, I don't want the glow. I don't want the glow outside or inside. Okay, I want the glow around this path. So what I will do is, I got a selection for this, and let me make the selection into a path. So how I can make the selection into a path? Anybody can tell? How to convert the selection to a path? Anybody can tell? Nobody can tell? Just click on this, make work path from selection. Okay, so now what you'll do, see, just I will convert this path to a brush stroke. See, I'll take a hard rounded brush. Okay. Are you all getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now I will convert this path to brush stroke. So just simply select the top right corner button and make it into a stroke path. Okay, we will not use stimulate pressure here. Okay, understood everyone? And now we will delete the path. Okay, now we will delete the part, and now I am going to just simply apply the effects to this. See, alt and drag the effects icon, see, and then we will actually change some of these values. Double click on this. Inner flow is too much actually. See, are you all able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you can simply what you can do is you can actually keep it somewhere over here, or you can make it like a some. Okay, if you want, you can increase the outer flow. See, you can increase the outer flow. So something like this. Okay. So you can do something like a neon glow, neon glow, and this is camera raw. Okay, you can use a combination of both camera raw and then the user neon glow effect. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So see, I want to use I want you to do this neon glow effect, okay, using a word disco. You have to use the word disco and do this neon glow effect. Okay, is it possible for you? Okay, for whoever it is possible, you please do, and let me take your attendance. Okay, we have one more filter, and that filter I am going to cover in the next class. Okay, so let me take your attendance. Okay, so just I am going to call the names. Please tell me. Okay, I think wait a minute, what is today's date? 27th, right? Okay, I think Manikanta is absent, right? Santosh Reddy present?
Present.
Okay, Anjanaya Varaprasad. Okay, Jakka Srikant Rao. Present. Balu.
Yes, sir.
Present. Vamshi. Okay, Manoj absent or present? Manoj absent, right? Okay, and Reddy Sai also absent. Huma.
Present, sir.
Shreyas.
Present, sir.
Parrish Shivakumar.
Present.
Okay, so how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8 are present, right? Okay, right. So now you all can sign out.
Sir, a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, like you said, for camera, this is noise reduction, but Canon cams, whatever, if there is any noise, it will reduce.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
But what if we use other cams and it has like ISO is we include ISO and we have brightness at the same time we have the noise. Like it may be night times or like very low light conditions. Then also it works, sir. But that
See, it will only you can only do one thing with camera raw. That is it will only blur the noise. It will blur out the noise. That's it. It will not do anything extra. Like see, whatever in whichever way you will take the photo, whatever noise is there, it will blur. Even in video editing softwares, such as Premiere, there is an option called option to reduce the noise. Even those things, what they do is they will make the image little bit soft, because it is very difficult to what do you call, maintain the quality and at the same time remove the noise. Okay, so it will, what they do is they will actually blur out the image. Okay, so that is the thing. You can take see just it will blur. You have just now.
So that will make it
sharp,
like softness.
Yeah, soft. It will become very soft. So that is the only thing. Okay, got my point, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So right, you can
Yes,
all
sir.
sign out now.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So when you send the video, sir,
What videos?
the recording, sir.
Okay, I will use, you show me, you put your email in our WhatsApp group.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Okay, right.